Everyone said the Grand Summit Hotel was beyond saving. It had been abandoned for years, condemned by the county, and left to decay. But when I stood in front of it for the first time, I didn't see a ruin, I saw potential. And I had no idea that buying it would turn my life upside down. The county auction attracted only 3 bidders. One wanted to tear the hotel down. Another wanted to replace it with luxury condos. I was the only person who wanted to restore its history. When the gavel struck, I officially became the owner. Walking inside felt like stepping back in time. Dust covered every surface. The grand lobby was silent, except for my footsteps, even in its condition. The craftsmanship was impossible to ignore within days. Construction crews arrived. We repaired dangerous sections, secured the roof, and began restoring the building one floor at a time. It was expensive, but every improvement brought the hotel back to life, just as work was gaining momentum. Someone arrived who clearly wasn't happy. Linda Crawford introduced herself as president of the local HOA. She didn't congratulate me. Instead, she warned me that restoring the hotel would become my biggest mistake. Linda claimed the renovation would affect the surrounding neighborhood. She insisted the HOA had authority over nearly everything I planned to do. I had already checked the county records, and I knew she was exaggerating. Over the next few weeks, inspectors visited again and again. Every anonymous complaint led to another inspection. Every inspection ended the same way: no violations. Everything passed without a problem. Then everything changed while reinforcing the hotel's foundation. One of the excavators hit something solid. It wasn't concrete. It wasn't a pipe. It was steel, thick, heavy, and buried deep beneath the building. As more dirt disappeared, a giant steel door emerged from the darkness. None of us had ever seen anything like it. It wasn't a storage room. It was a vault sealed beneath the hotel floor. Nearly a century. News of the discovery spread across town overnight, before engineers could even examine the vault. Linda returned with attorneys and legal documents, standing in front of everyone. She made a shocking demand. According to the HOA, the vault and everything inside it belonged to them. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. The HOA had no connection to the hotel. Yet Linda acted like she owned the discovery. She claimed the vault contained community property and demanded that I hand over the keys immediately. But something about her confidence made me wonder what she already knew. I refused to give up control of the vault. The hotel was legally mine, and every document I had proved it for the first time. Linda's confident attitude started to disappear. She wasn't expecting me to challenge her. A team of historians and engineers arrived to examine the sealed vault. They discovered that the steel door was decades old and built with incredible craftsmanship. Whatever was hidden inside had been protected for a very long time. The engineers studied the locking mechanism carefully. There were no modern security systems, only an old-fashioned design created by experts from another era. Everyone wondered why someone would hide a vault beneath a hotel. While researching the hotel's history, I found old newspaper articles from the 1920s. They mentioned wealthy guests, secret meetings, and unusual activities inside the Grand Summit Hotel, but none of them explained the hidden vault. Then I discovered something strange in the county archives. The original hotel blueprints showed a basement area that didn't exist on any modern records. Someone had removed the vault from official documents decades ago. The more I investigated, the more questions appeared. Why was the vault hidden? Who built it? And why was Linda Crawford so desperate to control something that wasn't hers? Linda continued sending legal notices and complaints. She tried to delay the restoration project and pressure me into surrendering the vault access. But every move she made only revealed how interested she really was. The town started taking sides. Some residents believed the HOA had a right to investigate. Others believed Linda was hiding something important for the first time. Everyone wanted to know what was behind that steel door. After weeks of preparation, the moment finally arrived. Experts were ready to open the vault. The entire town waited to see what had been hidden beneath the hotel for nearly 100 years. The morning the vault was opened, everyone gathered outside. The hotel reporters, historians, and local residents waited as the engineers prepared the final steps. After decades of silence, the secrets hidden below the Grand Summit Hotel were finally about to be revealed. The massive steel doors slowly moved for the first time in generations. A cloud of dust escaped from the darkness. Inside, everyone stood quietly, wondering what someone had gone to such lengths to protect. Inside the vault, we discovered carefully preserved boxes, old documents, and historical records. There was no treasure chest filled with gold. Instead, we found something far more valuable: the forgotten history of the entire area. The documents revealed the original agreements connected to the hotel and surrounding properties, they showed the true boundaries and ownership details that had been lost over the years. The discovery changed everything we thought we knew. Historians carefully examined every document. Found inside the vault, they confirmed that these records were authentic and had been preserved exactly as they were decades ago. The hidden room had become a piece of local history. But Linda Crawford wasn't satisfied. She insisted the documents should belong to the HOA because they involved nearby properties. Her demands became even stronger after learning what the vault contained. I asked Linda one simple question. If the HOA had nothing to do with the vault, why did she react so quickly when it was discovered for the first time? She didn't have an answer. The county began reviewing the historical documents and comparing them with official records. Slowly, the truth started becoming clear. The vault had preserved information that had been missing for generations. As more details came out, the community realized the vault wasn't about money. It was about protecting history and correcting mistakes from the past. The hotel had uncovered a story much bigger than anyone expected. With the evidence now public, the dispute moved from arguments to legal review. The HOA could no longer rely on pressure or claims. Everything would now be decided by facts and official records. The legal investigation revealed details that had been hidden for decades. Every document from the vault was carefully reviewed by county officials and historical experts. The more they studied the records, the stronger my case became. The HOA board members started questioning Linda's decisions. They wanted to know why she had pushed so aggressively for control of the vault. Even some of her closest supporters began asking questions. Meanwhile, restoration work at the Grand Summit Hotel continued. The discovery had slowed us down, but had also brought new attention to the project. People who once ignored the hotel were now watching its transformation. Local historians explained how important the vault documents were. They revealed forgotten stories about the town's development and the people who built it. The old hotel was becoming a symbol of preservation. Linda continued arguing that the HOA had a claim, but every review of the record showed the same thing. The vault was part of the hotel property, and the documents belonged to the historical collection. The county officially recognized the importance of the discovery. They announced that the records would be preserved and made available for historical research. The hidden vault had become a gift to the entire community. As the truth spread, public opinion began to change. The people who once doubted my decision to buy the hotel started supporting the restoration. The abandoned building was finally bringing everyone together. Months passed, and the final stages of renovation began. The broken windows were replaced, the damaged walls were restored, and the forgotten beauty of the hotel returned. The Grand Summit Hotel was no longer a condemned building. Looking back, I realized the vault wasn't the greatest discovery. The real discovery was the story behind it, a story about history, determination, and giving something forgotten a second chance. But one final question remained after everything that happened. Would the court officially recognize the truth and end the HOA dispute forever? Everyone waited for final decision. Months after the vault was discovered, the case finally reached the courtroom. Every document, property record, and historical piece of evidence was carefully examined. The entire town waited to hear the final decision. The judge reviewed the original hotel documents and the records found inside the hidden vault. The evidence clearly showed the true history of the property. The forgotten papers had finally restored the missing pieces of the past. Linda Crawford sat quietly as the evidence was presented. The claims made by the HOA were not supported by the official records. The court made it clear that ownership could not be decided by pressure or personal demands. County officials began updating their records with the newly discovered information. The old mistakes and missing details were finally corrected for the first time in decades. The property's history was accurately documented nearly a year after I bought the abandoned hotel. The restoration was finally complete. The Grand Summit Hotel reopened its doors to visitors. Once again, the building that everyone had given up on was alive again. The restored lobby looked almost like it had a century ago. The original details were carefully preserved, while modern comforts were added. Guests could now experience the history that had been hidden for so long. Instead of keeping the vault a secret, we turned it into a historical exhibit. Visitors could see the original steel door and learn the incredible story behind the discovery. The vault became a reminder of why history matters. A hotel that was once considered worthless became one of the town's most admired landmarks. People came from different places to experience its story. What was once forgotten became something everyone wanted to protect. When I first bought the Grand Summit Hotel, Many people thought I had made a terrible mistake, but restoring this building taught me that every forgotten place has a story waiting to be discovered. Sometimes the greatest rewards come from believing in something others have abandoned. The hidden vault didn't contain the treasure everyone expected. It contained something even more valuable, the truth about a piece of history. Thank you for watching this story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments where you're watching from. Let us know below.